Well, hello, everybody. Um, Glad to be here again. Glad to see everybody. You'll have to forgive me tonight. My speech is a little messed up. Let me get over to, if I can still do it, let me get over here and put up the banner real quick, and then we'll jump into it. You're going to hear lots of beeps and dings. I'm still in the hospital. I'm not sure how long I'm going to be here. There's a lot going on. But tonight, I want to answer your questions. I know a lot of people's been worried about me, been getting a ton of messages, and I appreciate everybody. Let me start by saying hello to the channel members that have stuck with me through everything, and then we'll move into some other stuff. Man, I hate that beep. All right, hang on just a second. I hope y'all can hear me. Can anybody hear me? My internet is terrible here. All right, here we go. Let's say hello to the channel members. Sorry we're having these delays. Starting with the original channel member, we've got Ramon, we've got Robbie Ross, we've got Corey Oatley, Midlife Trucker, Smaller Hauler, Oaser DM, Roger Berry, Armando Perez, Keith Kroll, which we call him KC. We've got Skyhook Trucker, a trucker named Tim, H-Man, 18-Wheeler, Jordan, P.U. Patel, No Fear, Davenport Family, Mark Ely, Racing Ray, Lance Calhoun, and we got a lot of them, Adam, and Mud Trucking. So thank y'all all for being here. Let's get back. I've got a couple more things I want to talk about. Then we'll get to your questions and we'll get to your comments and all of that. We'll get to why I'm in the hospital and all of that. I had a big announcement I was going to make, and I didn't get to do it the other day. So, man, I really hope you guys can hear me. But my brother does all kinds of promotional stuff. He makes business cards. He makes bumper stickers, T-shirts, coffee mugs, all those kind of things. And I want to put his information up on the screen. I want to be very clear too. He's not paying me anything to do this. I'm just doing this because he made me some really good business cards. There's his information going across the ticker at the bottom of the screen. If you guys are in any need of promotional merchandise or things like that, if you want to call him and tell him you saw it on Trucker Todd, that's fine. He'll probably be more involved in it and watch it closer if you do that. But as I said, I'm not being paid anything for doing that. It's just he did me a solid, and so I want to do him a solid and talk about the company and the great work they did and how they helped me out. So now everybody wants to know about my situation. So yesterday I had a stroke. I didn't know it at the time, didn't think it was a stroke. I was out working on my semi at my son's shop. He wasn't there. I was there alone. And, I felt fine. I got under there. I got out. About the time he got back, that's really the only reason I got up was to say hi to him. And I felt some numbness in my arm. He thought maybe I just laid on it or I was dehydrated. And so he asked me to go sit down. He got me some water. I sat there for a little bit. My speech started getting slurred. And so at that point, he suggested I go to the hospital. Me being as stubborn as I am, I tried to resist. But as the pain got worse, I said, all right, let's go. We were in a small town. We weren't in Lubbock when that happened. And so the small town hospital would have typically sent us to Lubbock, but Lubbock was full, so they sent me to Odessa. I'm in a not a hotel. Good grief! I'm in a hospital in Odessa, and I don't know how long I'm going to be here. when I had to postpone the video a few minutes ago because the cardiologist was in here looking at me. And so it's going to be a long road, it looks like. As you guys know, from what I'm understanding, that when you have a stroke, you can't drive a truck for a minimum of a year. I'm going to be speaking with the cardiologist tomorrow to confirm that. But the early reports of what I'm hearing is it'll be a year before I'll be able to drive a truck. And so I really hope that's not the case because I really love what I'm doing. But we'll see. We just need to keep the thoughts and prayers going and see how it goes. But yeah, I feel okay now. I've got a pretty bad headache. The stroke was on my right side, just in my arm. It wasn't in my leg or nothing. And I believe they said it was on the left side of the brain, which controls the right side of your body, but I'm not 100% sure about that. A lot of things are still kind of foggy to me. And so I just wanted to give you guys an update. I'm going to keep the channel going as long as I physically can. And so we'll see what happens. But I appreciate everybody being here, all the thoughts, all the prayers, all of that. And so let's say hi to people that have been in here waiting on me. And I'm trying to rush through this because I don't know how long I'll be able to go tonight. And so I just want to answer as many questions as I can for you guys. First in the chat today was Robbie Ross, channel member. I'm in the home time. Has its advantages. Yes, it does. Right now, I wish I wasn't in home time, but it looks like I'm going to be for the foreseeable future. Channel member Midlife, second in here today. Glad to have you, sir. And my good friend Ramon was third in here today. Mike O'Donnell was asking while I was in the hospital. I think I covered that one. Yeah, Red Raider, when I updated Red Raider yesterday, it was a possible stroke, but it was confirmed a couple of hours ago. And they're doing a whole bunch more tests. I hope I can go home tomorrow, but because the grandkids are down at my son's house and I'd really like to see them. But we'll just have to see how tonight goes and all that. Red Raider reloading. Hospitals in Lubbock were full, so he got transferred to Odessa. Yep, that is correct. Gary Cook, good evening to all the Gorilla Gang. I'll be listening during the driving. Good deal, man. Uh-oh.
No.
More tests.
Oh, no, this is just your insulin.
Ah,
Not to give you the coverage.
they still don't have my. They're still not going to do my pills, huh?
You're what?
They're still not going to switch me to pills.
She should. She know that. I wonder if she's gonna start it tomorrow.
Yeah, maybe they're saying I may go home tomorrow.
I don't see them. They didn't restart it yet.
That's crazy. They're fixing to give me some shots, so we'll still do the video, but you guys will have to hang on a second while I'm being a big baby.
Just a minute.
I was stuck in Denver snowstorm. Colorado got hit with a big snowstorm, but got through it. No problem. Now I'm headed to. Oh, well, be careful out there, Gary. Y'all can still put your comments and I'll get to them as quick as I can, but I'm going to go silent for a second while he draws my blood. Or not draws my blood, while he gives me a shot. Oh, you want the other? You going to do the shot in this arm too?
We can do it the left or right. If you want.
Let's do this one again. It worked good earlier. take one more question while he's setting up. Are you going to be okay, Mr. Todd? I think so. I'm at a really good hospital. They're taking good care of me. So it's just going to be a little bit of a recovery. Like I said, it's going to sidetrack truck driving for about a year unless I get some really good information. But based on what I'm hearing so far.
This is your cholesterol pill.
Oh, okay.
Do you have some water with you?
I don't need it.
You can dry, huh?
Yeah, I don't like to, but I can. I hate that machine. It beeps constantly.
Sir, I'll try to make it not beep as much. Get a new bag, okay?
Cool.
Okay, thank you.
You want it on the back of the arm again?
Sir. Yeah, it's okay.
Huh?
2 units.
It doesn't even hurt when you do that.
Good deal.
All right.
Small needle.
Thank you, my friend. Okay, we got a trucker named Tim, channel member for 3 months. Hope all is well. Best outcome for you and your family. Get well soon. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. And all right, thanks, man. Heavy duty Michael. What time's dinner come?
You're right here?
Oh, I didn't see him bring it in. Oh, okay. Yeah. Can you set it over here and I'll eat it in a little bit? Yep. Thank you. That'll work.
Just careful.
Yeah, I got it. Thanks. Nope, I won't beg you no more. Thanks. Appreciate the prayers there, Michael. Heavy duty Michael's that he's praying. Roger Berry, channel member, says he's at home, but will watch the rerun. Feel better soon. Smash that like button. Thank you, sir. And my good friend Mark Ely is here. Yeah, Mark, it's official. It was a stroke. It wasn't a bad one. But it was bad enough. But that I still talk a little funny. Of course, I always talk funny, but I picked what I'm going to eat tonight. They didn't ask me what I wanted, but it's got a menu on the tray. Mud Trucking channel member. Or Mud Trucking just became a channel member. I'm glad to have you, sir. Thanks for joining. And Mud Trucking also says, hope all is well with you, Todd. Yeah, last night I scared him a little bit. We were riding an ambulance to Odessa to the hospital. And the last 20 miles, I got a real bad headache. And they put the lights on and started going, running red lights and doing all the stuff they do to get me here quickly. So definitely there was some concern there, and I'm glad I got here. But yeah, it's a little overwhelming to say the least. Mike Burbank, do you still think you will make it to Matt's? No, not a chance. Not a chance. I've got to take care of my health. And even if I got released to drive, I'd be surprised if it's like right away. And so definitely won't be at Matt's. I regret that. But what I was trying to say earlier, and I didn't get to it, about the business cards for me, if you would like some business cards, email me at todd@truckertodd.net. Let me switch back over to that. Hopefully you've had time to write down my brother's information if that's something you're interested. in. If not, you can scroll the video back and see it. But if you guys would like a business card or a few business cards to pass out for me, just email me at todd@truckertodd.net, and I will and I'll get you some cards in the mail just as quick as I can. And let's see here, see if I can figure out where I was. Aaron's sad. Yeah, it stinks. Getting old's no fun. Mud Trucking. All right. He's channel member, brand new channel member. Glad to have you, sir. Josh McLean says hello. Hello, sir. Red Raider Reloading says, I hate to see you like this, bud. Yeah, me too. This was definitely not part of the plan. But it could be worse. There's people that have strokes, that have paralysis. There's people that, that die. And I'm still alive, and I've got most of my strength back. But I'm just going to have to take it easy. I've got way too much stress in my life. I'm going to have to chill out a little bit. And my dad's been telling me that for years, but I guess there's some truth to it. Dennis Blazer says, hope you're okay, Todd. I'm trying to be, man. And Scorpion Trucker, hey, Todd. Thoughts and prayers. Thank you, sir. In a minute, I have to eat my lunch. We may do that while we're answering questions, because they will take it away. I didn't know they brought it in. They did it while the cardiologist was here. That's who was here looking at me a minute ago when I had to postpone the video, was the cardiologist. I didn't know they were coming. I thought they were done for the day, but he squeezed me in. I was hoping to see the neurosurgeon today, but it's looking like tomorrow for that. And so we'll get more information tomorrow, but that's what we know so far. Thumbs up from Mud Trucking. Thank you for that, sir. And Red Raider Reloading said he can hear me. That's great. That's what I was worried about most. I was going to do this video, and I was like, man, I don't have my headset. I hope the sound is good. And John Fuller, hey, Todd, hope you're okay. Me too, man. Me too. Logic Neo Slots, new here. Glad to have you, sir. Thank you for being here. My name is Nobody is Praying. I appreciate that. That's about all any of us can do to help at this point. Just say a quick prayer. And Logic Neo says he can hear me. That's good. That was, like I said, that was a big concern about doing a video from the hospital. You get a lot of interference from the building and such, so I didn't know if you'd be able to hear me. But now that I know you can, I may give you guys updates every day about where things stand, when I'm going home, things like that. And I still plan to do videos and talk about trucking stuff, but I may be sidelined. We'll see what the neurologist says. Scorpion says he can hear me too. All righty, sir. Aaron says prayers. Thank you. And Mike Burbank says he hopes I feel better. Well, I appreciate that, sir. Skyline says prayers to you, Todd. Speedy recovery. Thank you, sir. Mike Burbank says get better, man. I appreciate that. This would not be such a bad deal if I was in Lubbock, because I've got friends and family in the area, but down here in Odessa, I don't really have anybody down here, so it's a lot of time alone in the hospital. But they got me up, walked me today. I walked okay, so I don't have any restrictions or fall risks. I'm walking. I can get up and walk, and really, it's all in that right arm. Dennis Blazer, sorry, Todd. Hope you recover fast. Thank you, sir. Retired Trucker, man, I meant to get back with you. I'm sorry. I've I just hadn't been myself the last few days, but I appreciate your concern, and I'm sorry I didn't get back to you like I wanted to. Michael said, so what happened? I had a stroke yesterday while I was working on my semi. I do believe it was kind of a minor one, and I think I'll recover from it for the most part. But yeah, I had a stroke yesterday. It's a scary thing. Let's see, channel member Robbie Ross. We chatted a lot this week. Didn't see this coming. When you told me yesterday, I was at a loss for words. Yeah, it's weird because I was under the truck. I was working. I wasn't, I was working, but I wasn't doing anything overly strenuous. It wasn't super hot outside. I think it was in the 80s. And I don't know, maybe it was just my time. I got out, and when I got out, I thought, man, my arm's a little numb. And I thought, I just need to sit down a minute. It probably went to sleep, part of getting old. And my son's like, man, you don't look right. And then I started slurring my words. And he's like, all right, you're going to the hospital. And I was like, all right, let me sit here for a minute. And if I don't feel better, I'll go. Well, I thought I was going to drive myself over there. I had my pickup there, and I thought, oh, I'll just drive myself to the hospital. And he was like, nah, you're not driving anywhere. I'm taking you. And so he took me to the hospital, and they did a whole battery of tests. And at first they thought the same thing. It was, fatigue or something like that. But the more tests they run, the more they was like, we need to evaluate you a little more. Dr. Tom has arrived. That came from Midlife Trucker. Man, I could talk crap about my doctor too. The one in Lubbock. I need a new doctor. Uh, he's something else. So I will be looking for a new doctor, and it looks like I'll be doing it pretty soon. Let's get down to channel member Midlife's member for 4 months. 4 months comment. See, I still mess up my words a little. Don't spend all your time watching the nurses. You've got plans to get together. Is it time to be like Mother Trucker? Well, the funny thing is, all of my nurses have been male. So, I say that. I had one yesterday that was female. She was real nice, real professional. But most of my nurses have been male. And I don't know if it's because I'm a bigger guy and they think they might have to lift me or something like that. But I don't know. It's definitely, if I'm down for the count, I may have time to do more videos. I was saying for a while, I'd love to do more videos, but I just don't have the time. Well, I'm fixing to have nothing but time. Let's see. Channel member Midlife. Okay, do you have time to plan your next career move, or at least temporary? Got any ideas? I was joking today that I'm planning on a life of crime. And obviously, I'm not really planning that, but I thought it was pretty funny. No, not yet. If I had to, I could go back to selling cars, but that's pretty stressful, long hours, things like that. I'll just have to look and see what's out there if that time comes. If there's any way that I can stay with Scott in some capacity, then that's what I want to do. That may not be possible because he's a small enough company. He doesn't need office people or nothing like that. But yeah, we're just going to have to see. This is all new to me. I just found this out last night and early this morning. And so over the weekend, I'll be giving it some thought and some prayer and thinking about what I'm going to do next. And I'll sure let y'all in as soon as I know. But first and foremost, as soon as the neurologist gets here, I'm going to see if I can stay working for Scott. Russell Freight Services. Hey, Trucker Todd, are you all right? It depends on what you mean by all right. I mean, I'm still alive, obviously, but my head hurts really, really bad. I still have some numbness in parts of my body. Like right now, my left arm's numb. I can still move it and everything. The right side of my body was where all the damage was done. And so, I mean, this is one of those deals we may not know for a few weeks if I'm okay or not. But this is definitely a major setback and not something I had planned for, nor could you plan for it. Nobody expects to have a stroke or problems like that. Steve ND says, get well soon, brother. Thank you. Red Raider reloading. I've got to unload. Talk to you later. Sending my prayers. Well, thank you, Red Raider. So yeah, it's I don't know. I'm sorry. Tonight's not going to be my most articulate night. It's still hard to compose a thought. P.U. Patel, channel member, being an owner op comes with a lot of stress. Maybe this was a sign for you to take a break from trucking. Maybe. I believe everything happens for a reason. Everybody says that. Even my son was like, man, you're stressed out all the time. And maybe I am, and I just don't realize it. But I do run at a pretty high level most of the time. And I don't know if that'll ever change, but I think I'm about to be forced to slow down a little bit. And that's another thing before I get to his comment. Any of you that have messaged me and I hadn't responded yet, I'm sorry. If you don't get a response from me in the next day or two, send me another message and I'll get back to you. There's a lot of stuff that's falling through the cracks right now. My mind's just not all the way back yet, but I'm trying. Just be as patient as you can be with me, and don't give up on me. I'll get to your questions as I see them, and if I miss one, please resend it. Robert Roderick says, "Get better soon." Thank you, sir. Scorpion Trucker, so happy it wasn't worse. Most likely I'll be on the road another week and a half. Maybe when I get back, I'll check with you and see if we can do some gaming while you recover. There you go. That might happen. I don't have Xbox Live anymore, but so I don't know if that'll make it possible. But if you've got a Switch or something, no, I can't do it on the Switch either right now. So yeah, it's we'll try to do that. I didn't realize she was a gamer, and I saw one of your videos the other day. And my cousin Scholar Fuller's here. Says there's not much we can do, but I'm grateful you are still here, man. Much love, and probably see you soon. Yeah, if you come to Odessa, you can hang out with me as long as you want to. But yeah, when I get back to Lubbock, I'll try to come see you or meet you over at Ray's or something. But thank you for all the thoughts and prayers. Scholar was he was calling my uncle, getting updates. He was concerned about me, and I really appreciate that. He's a busy guy. Joe Bananas, wow, I'm sorry to hear that. Thank you, sir. And we all know how YouTube works. In the next day or two, there's going to be rumors out there. There's no telling what they'll say I've got or what I'm dying of or whatever. And that's why I wanted to get on here and set the record straight. And actually doing these videos actually makes me feel better. So I was feeling like crap before I came on, and then doing this video is making me feel better. Midlife Trucker, audio is fantastic. Truthfully better than most weekends with the headset. Must be the acoustics of the room. Maybe. I've got a really nice room with a decent view. And so, yeah, maybe it's the acoustics. It's just hard to do a video in here because they come in and interrupt a lot. But we didn't know, the nurse and I both didn't know the cardiologist was coming tonight. Mud Trucking channel member, prayers going out to you, Mr. Todd. Keep us informed, brother. Maybe hire a good driver to put in your seat for a while. Yeah. We're definitely, once I realize what my plight is, and I probably won't know till Monday, maybe longer, depending on how much more tests they got to do on me. But once I know what's coming down the road, then I'll start looking at the options. This is just like when I lost the Kenworth, though. The ultimate goal is to stay with Scott if there's any way in the world to do it, because he's been good to me. He's treated me fairly. He hasn't cheated me on money. He hasn't lied to me. So I don't have any dirt on him. And that's the kind of people I want to work with. And if there's a way to do that, then that's what I'll do. If there's not, then I want to leave him in such a way that if I ever want to come back, I can. And so moving forward, that's going to be what I look at first. Eddie Moon, man, I hadn't seen you in a long time, man. How are you doing? He says, hey, Todd, it's Eddie. Apologize for the health. Speedy recovery. Man, I'm glad to see you again. It's been a long time. Channel member midlife. Male nurses. Your wife set that up. Yeah, she hasn't been to this hospital yet. She had doctor's appointments today, and I didn't tell you the other good news. My trailer flooded, and it looks like it's totaled. So she was dealing with insurance adjusters and things like that today as well. So on top of me having this health situation, we probably lost our house too. So, man, when it rains, it pours, doesn't it? Robbie Ross, channel member, how's your wife been since this happened? She's been a nervous wreck because she's worried about me. She's worried about losing the house from the flooding. And so she's got a lot on her plate right now. But honestly, this week she's been very, very, very helpful. I don't know if I could have got through it all without her. Well, I know I couldn't have. I couldn't have been in the hospital and there doing insurance appraisals at the same time. And so she's been a big help. And I'm really grateful to her for everything she's done this week. But yeah, it's man, Todd, I don't know why you're stressed. Yeah, me either. And Mark Ely, channel member, what did I miss? Oh, I was just giving the rundown of this week, man. Channel member midlife, how about a video talking about your health insurance plan? Worked out. Many 1099 don't know how it works. Yeah, that's a great idea. Once I get all the bills in, I've got Obamacare, and I'm opposed to it. You guys know that, but you've got to take advantage of everything that's out there. And it was available. And when you're self-employed and my age, you need health insurance. And so, yeah. But yeah, that's a great idea. I may do that. Mark Ely, channel member, did you have a heart attack? No, sir, I had a stroke. Eddie Moon says he's still at Swift. Well, good deal, man. I'm glad things are going good for you over there. What's in here? See if it's something I can eat while I talk. Chicken noodle soup. We'll save that. We'll eat that in a little bit. They give me cake. I don't know if it's a good idea for me to eat cake. Scorpion Trucker, got to run, brother. I'll keep you in my prayers. we'll keep a lookout for updates. Thank you, sir. Be careful out there. And Robbie Ross, channel member, from the video, you seem to be moving your arms very well. I'm hoping it was a mini. Yeah, it appears to be a mini. But, my speech is still a little slurred sometimes. I definitely am stronger in my left arm than my right arm. I don't know what this is, but this looks good. Some kind of mystery meat. But if you've got any questions, throw them up and I'll try to get them answered for you quick as I can. I need to go to the bathroom, but it's a big job to do it. All right, let's see who we got here. I accidentally erased somebody. Eddie Moon, do you suffer from blood pressure? Yeah, I've got lots of issues. I've got blood pressure, diabetes, sleep apnea. That's another thing. That's my one complaint about this hospital. I'm having to use the hospital CPAP machine because mine's not here yet. And they don't have it set on the right pressure, so I'm not sleeping good. It's supposed to be on 14, and they've got it on 10. And they keep saying they're going to come adjust it, but they haven't yet. Code name RCTRST. Is your semi torn apart and unusable? Nope, it's back together. And my son finished the repairs after I went to the hospital, so it would be ready to go if it was nothing major for me. Oh man, funny story about the Jello. Gary Cook says, don't eat the Jello. Last night, I hadn't ate all day since that morning. And I got here and I was like, can I please eat something? Something. And she brought me 2 deals of Jello. And normally I wouldn't eat hospital Jello, but I devoured it. I was so hungry. And Skyhook Trucker is here driving. Well, be careful out there, sir. Rose Bartle. Wow, Todd, sorry to hear this news. Wishing you a speedy recovery. Well, thank you. So, yep, that's all that's going on. Like I said, I wasn't sure if I'd be able to do a video because I thought it would make me feel worse, but it's actually making me feel better. Let's see what we got here. Hey, my good friend Robbie Ross with the $20 super chat. Just trying to cheer you up. I will ring you up tomorrow. All right, man. I appreciate the super chat. And more than that, I appreciate your friendship and all the supportive words, man. So thank you very much for that. I'm going to leave that up there for just a second till we get another comment. My good friend Gary Cook. I got parked in Lamar, Colorado, shutting down for the night. All right, man. Well, have a great night. I figured this one would be kind of a short one. I wanted you to hear it straight from the horse's mouth. What's going on, what my condition is, what they diagnosed me with, which was having a stroke. It does appear to be a minor one. They are still running tests, but definitely had a stroke. That part has been confirmed. And so we'll give it a few more minutes. If anybody's got any questions or things you want to talk about, throw them up and we'll jump into them. Let me set that over there for a second. Just got here praying for you, Todd. Thank you, Mr. Greg Kelly. Yeah, I had a lot of misconceptions about strokes. I thought maybe genetics had something to do with it, and I was telling them, but wait, nobody in my family's ever had a stroke, but it doesn't have nothing to do with that. NTA Banana Spider. That's a cool name. Todd, I pray for you and your family, and the good Lord will bless you and your family. Stay mentally strong, leaning on the Lord. I lost my trucking job back in October due to cancer. Oh, man, I'm sorry to hear that. Are you doing better now? I keep hearing a phone ringing here, and I don't know who it is. I think it's I can't get it. Oh, gosh. Hang on a second. I'm going to try to. Well, I won't get there in time. Let's see if I can. Why would anybody call the hospital? I got to plug this thing. I'll be right back, folks. Where's this dang thing plug in? I'm going to grab that phone and go to the bathroom real quick. I'm almost done, folks. Probably the wrong number. Okay, almost there. Okay. I'm back. Oh, I got to take that dang Band-Aid off. That thing hurts. If I can raise this up a little. It's hard to get back on the bed the way you were, though. All right. Let's see what we got here. Gary Cook, all my family members are smokers, and my grandparents, my dad, all died from cancer. Unfortunately, I smoke and need to quit. Yeah, I've never had the smoking bug, so that's never been a problem for me. Channel member Robbie Ross. With the free time catch up on messages, yesterday was priceless. What was yesterday? I done forgot, man. Ramon, channel member, praying for you, Todd. Get better soon. Thank you, sir. Gary Cook, I'm surprised that the hospital would let you go live. Yeah, they don't care what I do. Yeah. A lot of people do work from hospital beds. There you go. The phone call. This is a Robbie Ross channel member. The phone calls was from the oil field. Since you're in town, we need you. Yeah, I bet. All righty. I got caught up on the comments again. I think if I've got everybody answered, I'm going to hop off here and rest a little bit and eat this dinner. But thank y'all for coming in and all the concern, and I appreciate it. I'll try to give y'all an update sometime this weekend, let y'all know where things are at. Like I said, if you've been trying to get a hold of me, keep trying. I'll get back to you just as quick as I can. But thank y'all for all the thoughts and prayers, and we'll catch you on the next one. Y'all have a good night. Bye-bye.